Tonight, on A Real Northerner Does Modelling, shit camera work and weathering the storm. Actually, it's weathering the models, no storms, just models. Although there was a storm, but you don't need all that shit. Hello, and we're back. It's been a couple of days since I last did a video for you, because I thought, do I really want the pressure of doing videos? Because it might turn out shit and you're all going to laugh at me. But then my mate Duncan said, you know what, go for it, doesn't matter. So, yeah, alright, it's cool. So I'm back. So, it's been I don't know, it's been a couple of weeks I think now since I last did a video. My buddy Duncan has been playing about with the video editing, so thanks to him this video is going to look super spiffy and spangly and super and many other superlatives beginning with S. Is superlative the right word? I'm not sure. Oh well. You notice today you can only see one hand. Hello! Because the other hand is holding the camera. Hello! So, yeah, I couldn't be bothered setting up the stand, which is over there. So, right, I finished the snow speeder. I'm sort of okay with it. I've made a few rookie mistakes here and there. I think I might have overdid it with the wash that I was going to do. Because remember, at the beginning of the video, I said I had sort of this stuff. And this stuff. Well, what I did, I just used that without thinning it down, so it kind of went on a bit blotchy, and you could just about see the top of the speeder there. You're cheating a little bit. And you know what, I'll just show you. Here we go. From a distance, ooh, nice and mucky. But when you get close to it, it kind of looks a bit which I'm not particularly happy with. Because I didn't wash it, I didn't thin down the wash. So I'm going to do that with the Falcon. But, I mean, the windows, my thing with the windows went pretty well, actually. I used some masking tape to tape that up. And after I'd done the wash and everything, I took it off. And I'm quite pleased with that. You can see the little dudes on the inside there. There's one dude. The other dude's at the back there. There you go. You can see his head there. You can't really see that much. But, yeah, it came out all right. I'm not amazingly happy with it. I had a few problems with the transfer. Oh, and I got a phone call. I'm going to have to stop. Hang on. About that, I had a phone call. I was supposed to be going to Orkney today, but the weather didn't look particularly great, and we thought the ferries would be cancelled, but I just had a phone call saying that the ferries are working. God damn it. Oh well, never mind. Where were I? Yeah, the window stuff, I was actually quite pleased with the way they've come out there. I think there's a few knife scratches somewhere, but hopefully you can't really see them. Trying to focus it for you there. There you go, the top of that front window. There's been a few knife scratches where I got a bit careless, but yeah, not bad. Transfers, I had a bit of a problem with. I've got, instead of using water, come on, focus, thank you. Instead of using water, I've used this stuff that's Model Making Guru swears by, which is Micro Set and Micro Sol. Now, it does something really spiffy with the transfers and makes them permanently applied properly, I think, and strengthens them up a little bit. Now, a couple of transfers, I actually forgot to use it, so I've done a bit of weathering effect on this one here, which you can see, which looks all right. I did a little bit on the front here, which, let's get my big head out of the way. There you go. You can't really see that well on there. But what, trying to do this while holding the camera at the same time doesn't work. Now, I tried it with the transfers on this side, but I forgot to put the micro stuff on it. And they just kind of like went everywhere. They won't now because they've been stuck in place with this wash. All in all, it's not bad. Focus. It's not bad, but it's not brilliant. So I've still got a bit of work to do on that. But it'll go on my shelf and next to my other, I think I've got some Warhammer stuff up there that I've painted up, which looks all right. I might show you one day. Yeah, this stuff, Microsol and Microset, I'll explain that more when I start doing the Viper builds proper. Or in fact, I might tell you a bit more about them when I do the Falcon. So, speaking of which, Der Falcon. Der Tiny Falcon. Now, it's all been primered, it's all been painted up, it's all been glued into place. Now me, being the proper knobhead that I am, you would have heard at the beginning of the video that I have a nasty habit of rushing things. Well, guess what I did? You see that little tiny hole at the top there? And you see that tiny little hole at the bottom there? What this knobhead here did, because I was rushing, being a smart ass, I forgot to put them clear bits in it. Durr. What a plonker. And it's all glued up. So I'm just going to use this as a test base now for me weathering, see if I can get that any better. I've got a little cockpit here, all sprayed in matte black. My goodness me, the focus on this is really quite terrible, isn't it? Hang on, let's try that again. There you go. Ooh, little seats, little tiny seats. Now, somewhere between the last few days, I seem to have lost the cockpit glass for it. I don't know where it's gone because I had it all painted up. I tried to do the masking on it, but the windows were just way too small for it. But I seem to have lost it, and I don't know where it is. It could be on the floor. Oh, hang on. Hey, look at that. Found it. It's not finished, and it doesn't look particularly great in all honesty. Oh God, there we go. So I've primed it up a bit, but then I forgot to do the front bit. So I'm just going to leave that. So what I'm literally going to do is just use the base of this now for weathering effects, transfers, make sure I can get all my Microsol and Microset stuff working properly. And yeah, all good. So what I'm going to do is clean up my area because it's looking like a bit of a mess at the moment. I'll stand up and show you that. So I'm going to put things away, except for what I need. And I'll come back in a few minutes and tell you all about the Viper. Right, we is well back in it. Microsol and Microset. Right, now I've had a proper look at them, I can tell you what they are because my brain went blank for a minute. Microset softens decals and improves adhesion. Ooh, and it also removes them if you want them to. And Microsol setting solution for decals softens and confirms to irregular surfaces for a painted on look. Whoa. Actually pretty clever stuff this, because I mean it did wonders for the transfers that I put on the speeder there. You can tell the difference between the ones that I forgot to put on and the ones that I did put on, because the ones I forgot to put this stuff on just went sliding about all over the place and just would not stick to the speeder. But the ones that I used this stuff on did a pretty bloody good job. You see the top there, number 1, number 2, that's the order in which you have to use it according to this. Oh, if you can see that there. Brush Microset onto the model where the decal is to be applied. Microset. I'm just making sure I got this right so I don't... Yeah, repeat if necessary or use Microsol for the second step. So yeah, Microset is first. Microsol is second. So there we go. That's what that stuff is. Actually good stuff that. Like I said, I think I got that idea from... Well, I said that idea... blatantly ripped off the way that Model Making Guru does his stuff. Guy called Fox, I think he calls himself. Don't know if that's his real name, but there you go. Right. Whoa. The first model has arrived, even though it's the Mark II, not the Mark I. This actually ended up, I had them all 3 models in my Amazon inbox. Sorry, just getting comfy. And this one popped up as being special offer. I think they took an extra 10 quid off the price. So I thought, right, I'm having you bugger. And I got it. Now, I'm going to try and do this again with one hand, but let's see if this works. It's actually quite a big kit. I love the instruction manual on this. All nice, full colour print on there. Really good. They do look quite complicated. I think that's the decal bit. A couple of little bits and pieces there. Paint colour schemes there, which is nice. Using Testors Model Masters paint. So I may go out and buy some proper paints, some Model Masters of what they're saying we should use, which I'm going to do. That's the back of the kit. And this is the instructions of how to put it together, which looks quite complicated, to be honest. But I'm sure I'll get a wear on there. I've got to swap hands because this one's getting a bit the size of that. Ooh, it's a bit larger. So my fingers are a bit of a mess. I was doing some filling at work, and we had to put some caps on by hand because we don't have a capping machine yet. Well, we do now. The job's finished. And if you've seen these fingers we cut last week, they were a mess, blisters everywhere. So yeah. Anyway, bit big this. How big is it? Let's just put it against the measuring thing here. Inches. 8 inches there, plus all your extra gubbins that are going to go on. So you've got some engine coils, engines there, some bits and pieces there. Then you've got the base bit there where the landing gear is. Now I think there's some bits to fill them in because I'm going to have it flying, because there's no point doing swooshy lighting effects on something that's not going anywhere, is there? I know, right? Wings, engines. Now when I saw somebody, I think it was Movie Model Maker, when he was doing his build, I'm sure he had some clear parts for that, so I need to look into that. There's the other part of the schlong, nose, not cop, I'm trying to think of the word now, chassis, there we go, that sounds. Many other bits and pieces, empty bag, oh look, cockpit, some sort of base, which I probably won't need anyway, and look, and dude. The positioning of that arm there doesn't look particularly great, does it? That looks like he's really well endowed there. So there you go. Transfers. You can't really see them because they're all protected. So yeah, we're on the go now. We're getting there slowly. What I'm going to do is buy a paint booth, a little paint booth, because when I was spraying in the Falcon and the Snowspeeder, I got high as hell. There isn't a lot of ventilation in this room. This is actually my dining room, which my wife isn't happy about. But it's the only room in the house that I can use because my office upstairs is full of computers and other bits and pieces that I didn't want to get paint all over. So right, apparently I've been waffling on too long because I'm recording this in high quality video and it's decided, nah, you can only do it in 5 minute blocks at a time. So I must be talking way too much. As I was saying, I'm going to purchase a spray booth because I got high as hell when I was using the spray cans in here with no proper ventilation, which is a stupid thing to do. You should never do that. I had like paint bogies and everything going on there. It was not pleasant. So I'm going to buy a spray booth and it's going to have a extractor fan and lights on it. And I may even buy a spray brush as well, but we'll see how we get on with that. I don't know why I put the lid back on this because I was going to tell you what I was going to do with it. So I've got some, where is it? It's not that one. There it is, some matte black primer there. What I'm going to do is spray the inside of these as a light blocker, because if you look at the light there, or maybe you're better off doing that. There we go, you can see the light comes straight through there. We really don't want that. So what I'm going to do is spray these with matte black in the inside as I use it as a bit of a light blocker, which will stop any light leaks or anything like that, I think the technical term is. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it now because I think I've waffled on way too much for a video that was supposed to be, well, pretty short really. Look, I've tidied up a little bit, but not completely. But I'm going to do some more tidying later. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish off this little beauty here. Get it all weathered up, all transferred up, weathered up, and see how we get on. So hopefully in a few days I'll be back with another video. So see you soon. Ta-ta.